Toto, Indiana. Now and then. Toto is an unincorporated community in Center Township, Stark County, in the U.S. state of Indiana. A post office was established at Toto in 1855 and remained in operation until it was discontinued in 1907. Toto has a local reputation for an abundance of curio stores, giving it the nickname of Indiana's bargain capital. An old variant name of the community was called Rye. Clayton and Ona Hewlett's General Store in downtown Toto was located at the northwest corner of Toto and Range Roads. The sign to the right of the window says Fresh Bread. A pair of unknown men are working on a 1925 Ford Model T pickup truck. That was the very first year Ford sold a factory-manufactured pickup. It sold for $281 plus shipping and was available only in black. Toto has also been recognized for being the inspiration for the name of Dorothy's dog, Toto, the Wizard of Oz books by the author, L. Frank Baum, who resided for a time at nearby Bass Lake. The origin of the name Toto is obscure, but it could possibly be of Native American origin. The Marks family started doing business in Toto in 1951. Jack and Alma Marks built several stores in the heart of Toto. Their son, Sidney, continued to expand the business in the 70s and 80s. Sidney reluctantly closed the stores in the early 2000s. In 2008, he began selling discount upholstery, drapery, and home decor fabrics online. This photo of downtown Toto was taken in 1915. The photographer was probably standing behind what is now Granny's Market and looking to the northeast toward Knox. The store to the left was Clayton Hewlett's General Store. It faced Toto Road. The store in the center is George Phillips' General Store, and it faced Range Road. The NYC Depot can be seen on the right. It has two signs. One says Toto, the other says Rye. A photo dated 1915 shows the Sunday school class at the Free Methodist Church in Toto. This church is thought to have been established in the 1890s. At times the congregation used the Toto one-room school for their services. Reverend John A. J. Tannehill was the pastor for many years and may be the gray-haired gentleman in the back of the photo. He was a circuit preacher who also attended to congregations at Knox, Mishawaka, and Crown Point. Locally, Mr. Tannehill may have been best known for his melon farm near Round Lake. He shipped melons all across Indiana out of the railroad stop at Toto. Sometime shortly after the turn of the last century, the railroad decided to call the Toto stop Rye. It had been known as Toto since the mid-1850s, when a post office had been opened there. Since the depot was on the north side of the tracks, this led some to say Rye was north of the tracks and Toto south of the tracks. In any case, only Toto shows up on all maps after 1920. This photo of students at the Jordan School in Jackson Township was taken in 1922. The Jordan School was built in 1905 at the northwest corner of 100 West and 350 South. It was closed as a school in 1945. The former one-room school is still in use today as a community building and is the only wood-frame, one-room school still standing in the county. The teacher taught all 8 grades in just one room. Usually the 8th graders helped instruct the younger children. The Toto School 1911, teacher Cecil Jackson. The Toto one-room school was built in 1897 at a cost of $400. Some of the specifications to the builder were, all laths shall be of good quality that will not show stain from knots through plastering. The wainscot under blackboard and windows shall be 26 inches high. There shall be an open belfry on the entrance 6 feet square, with neat roof and flag pole. The contractor shall build bucket shelves and strips with 4 dozen coat hooks in entrance. Back then children carried their lunch to school in buckets or pails and needed a place to store them. Some of the children in this 1910 photo were probably from the nearby Bascom, Collins, Dunkelberger, Short and Wenninger families. Some of the teachers who taught at Toto through the years, besides Grover Short, were Mildred Collins, Frank Heilman, Homer Rogers, Maud Brown, later Mrs. Henry Schricker, Rex White, Ada Geddes, and Otto Widener. The Toto School was closed in the early 1920s. It was located on the west side of Range Road, a block or so north of Toto Road. Trediac's General Store that was located in Toto at the southeast corner of Range and Toto Roads. The store had the typical Paul's Cremo Bread screen door and squeaky wood floors. The front porch had a bench where local residents could discuss the day's events while sipping a cold bottle of pop. Like most general stores of the era, they sold gasoline and filled your tank for you. In this case, it was Standard Oil Red Crown or White Crown gasoline. Photo was probably taken in the 1950s. An eastbound Penn Central freight train cuts across the intersection of 2 roads in beautiful downtown Toto, Indiana. Pictures of trains at Toto are scarce at best. The picture is probably in the late 1960s. Weinberg's store was a staple in Toto. Weinberg's was known as one of the first of the great discount stores. Harold Weinberg and his sister Rose could be seen running the store every day, except Tuesday, when Harold went to Chicago to shop for merchandise. Harold was born in the kitchen of an old farmhouse near Round Lake in 1924. He rose to be a scholar and valedictorian at Knox High School in 1943. The Weinberg Gymnasium is named after Harold, the biggest Redskin fan who never missed a game. Sadly, Weinberg's burnt down in 1999. A lot of good memories in Toto, Indiana.